Hey, so it's a Monday morning, and I'm just here to say this is semi rant, stream, live, raw, because as a person of a more mature stature, there are some things that I'm really getting tired of in life. Um, and if you're here watching me, welcome. Um, but I just want to let you know that I'm doing a little bit of complaining. And you know what? The little bit of complaining I may be doing, you may be feeling it too. So, my question is, do you know that you are loved? You're loved by your loved ones, your friends, people in the community, family, yet you feel very neglected? And then, by the way of neglect, I mean, do they ever ask you how you're doing? Do they ever ask you, do you need something? Or are you the one who's constantly asking those questions? And they say yes. They will answer you when they want to answer you. They will ask you to free your time to address their issues, yet they don't, even when they're addressing their issues, rarely ask you how you are doing. Do you need something? What's going on in your life? These days, it's very, very rare for somebody to show up and really ask and listen to what you might be going through. I have I I don't even like to go here. I feel like a big whiner, but I feel like I'm in an epidemic proportion of people wanting things from me. They know I have a lot of talents. They know I have a lot of skills. They know that I'm a loving, compassionate person, and I do make them feel better when they're going through things. But once they feel better, they don't follow up. They don't let me know how things have outcomed. They invite you to things, but you're not really included. They may ask for time so that they can brainstorm their ideas off of you, but they still don't give you the space to brainstorm your ideas or support the things that you might be working on by signing up for some of your stuff, for checking in on you. Can I help you? Can I give anything to you? Maybe send a card, send a note, send a text message going, hey, how are you today? And I see the cries for this all over social media. It is an epidemic. Yet some of those people who are crying don't take time to reach out to anybody else either. There are a lot of takers in this world, and we who give, quite honestly, we're tired. We're tired of the neglect. We're tired of really it's abuse of you abuse the gifts that we offer to satisfy your needs, but you don't give anything back. You don't respond anything back to feed back into us. And we become an empty vessel, and we need some time to refill. And in Weezy Wisdom, I do talk about God. I do talk about Jesus. And don't we treat God and Jesus this way? We just constantly go like little, He asks us to come as little children, but with faith. But we treat Him like a magic genie. God is not a genie, God is not magic. It is faith and it is relationship and it is give and take. There are things that we need to do in order to build that relationship between us and our Heavenly Father. Do you have friends who constantly only call to chat about themselves? You know that person. You know that person. Do you have people only when they need something, that's when they get in touch with you? Oh, please, I need you to help me with this because I don't, and I know, and then they shower you with flattery. And there's never any, what can I do for you? You invite people out all the time. You have to be the initiator, like 95, probably 99% of the time, for these people to think about you. And is that, it feels like crap. It feels like real crap. I went to some events this weekend and they were like going, oh, we're so glad you're here. Hey, here you are. But then when it really came around the conversation, you know what? It was all about them. It was all about them. And you tried to broach something and the conversation turned around to them and what they were doing and how they were doing it. And oh my gosh. And the pictures and the videos, it's, oh, put it on me. I don't really care about being in front of the camera. I am in front of the camera, but I don't care about being in front of the camera. But I do this just to raise awareness. Maybe I'm raising some awareness to you. Maybe I'm raised maybe I'm talking that this happens to you and you need to know that you're not alone by being loved but neglected. But just know that I do love you. I am feeling a little neglected. I would love to hear from somebody. I would like something a little special every once in a while. But it's usually, what can you do for me, Weezy? How can you take care of me? What can you give me? And today, Weezy's bank is just a little bit dry. And I'm not here to give a pity party, but as I said, just to raise some awareness of be careful how you treat people. Relationship is so special. And in this day and age, it is taken so for granted. Somebody like me, it's like, oh, Weezy, she's always there. She's right there. Yeah, Weezy's right there. She's in her house alone 99% of the time. And people come. When they do come, they show up. They want something. Weezy's feeding them. Weezy's loving them. Weezy's doing for them. And there's very few who feed back. Very few. And if they think they're feeding back, it's very light. And usually me initiating something. So I'm just coming out here to say, stop the abuse and stop using me. If you truly love me, reach out. Reach out and ask me. I know we're all busy. So am I. I have needs and wants too. There's things that I need help with, but usually the response for most things is either I don't have time, I'll do that, and then never get back to me. Um, yeah, I do have some great friends who buy lunch when we're together. I, um, but I would like somebody to reach out and make the communication, the plans. Hey, you want to go out to lunch? Hey, you want to meet up? Hey, how are you doing today? Just a simple phone call. Yes, and I said phone call, not a text, a phone call. And I may not be that person in your life, but are there other people in your life that are like that to you? Treat us with respect. We are human too. We may be leaders and we may feel look and appear that we have it all together. But you know what? There are lots of people in your life that are leaders. And guess what? They need to be checked on too. You can't just take and take and take and take and then wonder why one day you wake up and you go, hey, they're not reaching out anymore. They're not reaching out anymore. What happened? Why don't why don't they why don't they like my post anymore? Why are they not showing up to my events anymore? Well, you might want to ask a question. How did you repay all that generosity that they placed upon you? Maybe Jesus isn't showing up in your life right now, but what did you give him? Except your list of complaints and wants. What did you do to further his kingdom? How did you give in to something of a cause that's his? It's a two-way street, people. And it's time we wake up and start living it again and stop being so selfish and so self-centered in our hurts, because you know how to break your hurts is to reach out and ask somebody else. Get involved with somebody else and something else. Do something good, do something for somebody. And I say go do it today. So, if you want to do good for me, leave a comment. Nobody's here. Leave a comment in the description, um, or in the comments area. I am the name of the channel is changing to Weezy Wisdom. My focus is changing. So if you don't like it, if you're a subscriber, unsubscribe now. If you don't want to hear about good things of living with Jesus, today is a grape session. That that is for sure. It's not always going to be a grape session. A lot of times it's going to be encouragement. It's going to be inspiration. But that's who I am. I'm Weezy. But today I just felt like I needed to just step out and go against the spirits of selfishness and self centeredness and lack of respect to those people who love you unconditionally, and lack of respect to our Father, Jesus, who people take for granted, don't know. A lot of people don't even know him. But we all hunger after true relationship. So stop neglecting those that you love today. Until next time, bye.